Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with my sister,
Imzy Chebbi.
So the first question is, what's your favorite childhood memory of us?
I feel like with Iman, I used to be like her protector. Literally, it's no lie. Every time if someone was being mean, I felt like I had to step in and protect her. And you have to remember, I did do that. I'd be there and like, no, don't be mean to Iman. Play with her and stuff like that. Like I used to always do that thing. So yeah, I think that's one of the memories I do remember.
That's your favorite memory of us?
Well, that's one of the main things, that I was a protector.
I was in the mosque and then there was like a group of little children, and I have always been like a quiet person. All the group of children, they're all playing and they're all like related pretty much, or they all know each other from prior. And I was just like to my sister, like I ran up to her and I was like, nobody's playing with me. And then I remember she went up to them and she was just like, can you play with my sister please? And then they were all like, yeah. It's so embarrassing now thinking about it, but that is something that I do remember you doing quite often, yeah.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would that be?
Oh, I'm really fussy. I don't even know what I like. I think I'd eat tuna.
Really?
Yeah, for the rest of my life, yeah.
So weird.
Really?
Me would be, I think, pasta. I'm obsessed. Either pasta or pizza. I love that.
Who was your childhood crush?
Ashton Kutcher definitely was one of them when he was younger, yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio when he was on Titanic, yeah, definitely.
Him, 100%.
What's one thing you wish you could tell your younger self?
Say just listen to your mum and dad more. Yeah, like, friends, they come, they go, but your parents, they're always going to be there for you. They're always going to love you. And your parents really just want the best for you, even though you might not see that. There's a lot of times when you're younger, you tend to disagree with what your parents have to say, but when you grow up, you realize that actually what they said was 100% true and valid. So I would say just listen to your parents more. What would be yours?
Mine is not to be too kind, because not everyone deserves your kindness. A lot of people see that as an advantage, a weakness, and they take that as an advantage for them. Oh yeah, this person's really kind, let's take an advantage of her. So no, don't be too kind to everybody anyways. What's one thing you admire about me?
Nothing. I would say that you're a really good mum. Layla and even Zach, they're like your little best friends. So I think that's something that I really do admire about you, that you're a really good mum. What about me?
Nothing. She's a good sister. She listens. She's been there for me when my difficult times. I remember I've actually got pictures of us putting makeup together and stuff like that. So I remember when she was there when I was going through a hard time. Yeah,
it's important to be there for each other, isn't it? If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Sweden. I'd love to go to Sweden. That's the one.
Why? What do you want to do in Sweden?
It's just the scenery. Like, it's beautiful. Like, I can't imagine just sitting there having my breakfast and just like seeing that beautiful view. Oh my god,
it is stunning. Yeah,
stunning. What about you?
I want to go Tokyo. I want to go Japan.
Oh, you like all of them kind of places?
I love stuff like that, and I really, really, really want to go there.
Okay, what's the meanest things your sisters have ever done to you?
When I was younger, my sister had the yellow Carmex, which is that lip balm, and it makes your lips tingle.
Oh yeah, I do remember this actually.
When I was like,
was it me, guys?
It was all of them together, okay? Kept on persuading my sister to let me try her Carmex, and she kept saying no. When she finally let me try it on, I put it on and my lips were tingling. Then she was reading it at the back and she's like, it says it's not allowed for 6-year-olds, otherwise your lips are gonna fall off. And I started crying the whole house down. It was a whole scenario, and that was probably the worst thing that ever happened, because they all played along and they all acted like I had no lips, and I was actually terrified for days after that.
It was me, guys.
It was probably her plan too. What's one thing that we have in common, would you say?
We put up with a lot of rubbish, which we shouldn't. We should stand on the ground and say, no, I'm not having that.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not a really good thing. No, but we put up with a lot of nonsense coming from other people that perhaps other people wouldn't allow. So stop making excuses for other people and realize that that's how they acted because that's how they feel about you.
What's your favorite family tradition?
My mum used to cook couscous every Friday.
Yeah, I do remember that.
So she used to make couscous every Friday, and we used to all sit around and eat it together. And it was really nice because it was our favorite meal. And it's something that we all looked forward to every single week, that, we're going to have couscous, we're going to all sit around, eat it together, laugh and talk about our days. That was probably my favourite. What's your favourite?
So mine was on Eid day, like going to the masjid, but this one was like outside. And after what do you call the masjid, we'd go to the bakery and we'd get manakish, like it's like a cheese kind of bread with lemon up. So it was like some lemon drink. And we'd have that every time it was Eid after Eid. It was amazing. I loved it.
What's one goal that you have for yourself for next year?
To find a good job, which I'm happy in and I'm settled in. And I'd love hopefully to save up and move house. That is my goal, 100%. What about yourself?
To travel to Japan. One goal in my life, like generally, is I was speaking to our dad, and I said to him like, oh, if there's anywhere you could go in the world, where would it be? And he told me Japan.
Oh wow.
And I said, what? Like, this is my dream place. I didn't know it was my dad's
You'll have
too.
to go together.
So my dream would be to actually just take me and my dad and go to Japan together.
That'd be
and I just think
amazing.
that would just be the most amazing trip of my life.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
Fly, I think, just fly anywhere I want to go, different countries, different cities. What about you?
To read people's minds. I'd love to read like what this person's thinking about me or that person's thinking. It's really interesting to just think what they think, so you know how to act towards them. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would that be?
That feeling of not feeling good enough.
Yeah.
Always having doubt in my mind that I'm not doing enough or I'm not good enough. I think that I would change that, the way that I think about myself. Because the way you think about yourself is really important. It can affect everything in life. So I'd say that. What would you change?
About caring what others think. Because like sometimes if I'm talking to a person, I'm like, oh my God, like I constantly think about, oh, what's that person thinking about me? Or what's that person saying about me? Like it's very strange, but that's what I think.
What's one thing that you have learned from a past relationship?
Is to be yourself and to just be happy with who you are, not try to change and feel insecure.
Sometimes in past relationships, I've cared too much for other people. I've given my 100% and I've only received maybe 10, 20% back. Yeah. So stop always trying too hard to impress people who really don't care about your presence, and to start focusing more on self-love and yourself.
Yeah, 100%. So what's your biggest dream for the future?
My biggest dream for the future is, inshallah, to accomplish Hajj, to do my Hajj, inshallah.
That'd be amazing.
Obviously, last year I was able to do Umrah, and it was the most amazing experience ever, alhamdulillah. But I would love to do Hajj with my parents and my in-laws this year, inshallah.
So my goal would be obviously to go Hajj and obviously experience seeing the Kaaba. That would be such a beautiful experience. Like I'm still waiting for that day, inshallah.
You've never seen it?
No, I don't think I've been before, no. So I'd love to do that and hopefully try to be the best person I can and, do a lot more for Allah, definitely. I feel like that's one thing I lack, like especially when I'm seeing how much my mum does, mashallah. She does so much for Allah. And I feel like I'm born a Muslim. I should be doing a lot more, but I don't. Yeah. So definitely one thing I'd love to do is increase in my iman.
What's one fear that you have overcome?
Coming out my comfort zone. A lot of times, like, there's places I wouldn't want to go because there's certain people or whatever there. Yeah. And I feel like I won't fit in. But no, I've started, like, doing things that would
be hard usually. Exactly. Yeah.
Like, so I'd go to places where there's different kind of people that I'd hang around with and talk to them and be more sociable. Yeah.
Yes, it's good to push yourself. And if you don't push yourself, you don't know how you can achieve greatness other than that.
And then you're missing out on speaking to like people out there, like lovely people that you just assume that they'll be this or that, but you would never know until you speak to them. If you could time travel, would you go to the past or the future?
Go to the past. I think I don't want to live life with regrets. Yeah. But if I could choose, I would go to the past and change a lot of things that I did in the past, and I would spend time with my grandma more and my parents, and just like focus on people that actually matter in life.
I would as well. I'd go in the past and any mistakes I've done, I'd try to make it better, do things better, and spend time with my parents more, and obviously show that I really appreciate them, which I do, and I think hopefully they do know that.
What's one makeup product you cannot live without?
Foundation, 100%, because obviously it covers the things that you don't want to be covered. Well, I'm sure, hope it's covered anyway. The freckles and that. But yeah, what about you?
Mascara. Now that I don't wear extensions anymore, I need a little bit of mascara to brighten up my eyes and to open them up a little bit more. So mascara would definitely be the one, yeah.
So what mascara do you like to use?
I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's ILIA. It's a white mascara, and it's really quite good actually. It really helps to grip my lashes and lengthen them too. Are you a trainers or heels type of girl?
Trainers, guys. Sorry to say.
Trainers all the way. Who would you say you are closest to? But our mother or our father?
I love both of them a lot, but I think like probably mum, because I feel like I can speak to her more. Because even when we were younger, I remember like if we wanted to do something, we'd always go to my mum and ask her, not my dad, because we knew what dad would say no. So yeah, but like I love them both the same, but I think closer my mum.
I don't know. I do know who I'm closer to. It's my mum, but that's the main reason for that is just because I was only actually like raised, let's say, by my mum. Like my dad, he actually lived in Dubai when I was growing up, so I only lived with my mum, so me and her became like really close, like best friends. But my dad is the most genuine, nice person I've ever met in my entire life. Like honestly, if anybody who talks to him, they get on with him straight away.
Very sociable, mashallah.
Alhamdulillah, like he is the best dad you could ever ask for.
Alhamdulillah.
So I just love them both and I'm close to them both, I'd say. Yeah,
They're both amazing, like alhamdulillah. Like I wouldn't ask for any better parents.
they're inspirations of what we aim to be when we have children of ourselves.
And I remember like I think this is last year or the year before, I'm not sure. I was going through like really bad depression and that. And I remember my parents, they were fasting, but they'd walk all the way from their house to come to see me just because I was going through that. And that really like showed me like, wow, like I've got such amazing parents, mashallah. Like,
Are you a jeans or dress type of girl?
I'm a bit of both, to be honest. In the summer, I like wearing dresses. In winter, I like wearing jeans, trousers, things like that. What about
You
you?
can guess what am I?
Jeans.
Yeah.
Of course. I don't know. I never see in dresses.
Only on holiday I might pull out a dress
Or maybe for Eid if you're lucky.
if you're lucky.
Thanks guys for watching this video. Hopefully see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.